Hi everyone, welcome to Trend Education. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to create your first project in Java and how to execute your first program in Java Eclipse. So first, click this file and click on this file, new and then Java project. So here I'm going to give a name for my project. I'm giving as Trendy Education 1. Next, click on next and then finish. Create. So now my project is successfully created. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a package. So now click on the name, right click, click on the name, right click on it, click on new, and I'm going to create a package. So I'm going to give the package name as day. So here you can see that it is showing me an warning that the package name is discouraged because the package name should always start with a letter small in small case. And I'm going to give it as day 1. So my package has been created. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class under my package day 1. So right click on it and new, click on class. So now I'm going to give the class name as hello. So again you can see that here the name has been discouraged because the class name should always start with capital letter. So I'm going to create a program of hello world, and here you can see that public static method. So this is the main method I'm going to include. Click on finish. So now my class has been created, and here you can see that there is a there is a package, there is a class, and there is a method which is the main method. And here this is the basic structure. What are those? And you will be having package. Under package, what you will be having? You will be having class, and under class you will be having one main method. Actually, main method, there must be only one main method, and there can be number of methods and number of classes, but there should be only one main method. So this is your basic structure. Now I'll explain you this basic structure alone with an example. Now for package, let's take your college as your package. You can take college, school, or something. So college is my package. Under college you'll be having departments, right? Yes, you'll be having department. Under department you'll be having class, that is sections, class, and all. So here you can also say it as UG, PG. You can take anything. So this college is nothing but a package here. And this class is nothing but the departments. And this main method is the class. So here you will be having one main class, right? But you can have a class A, section B, right? Like that. So this is the basic structure of Java. Hope you understand this. So now I'll explain you the line by line explanation of everything. So here you can see the package. The package is followed by the package name, and this is default, and you are not supposed to change anything here. So this is default. Whatever the package name you gave, that will display here, and whatever the class name you gave here will display here. And this is automatically generated. So there is no need for you to change any of the score. So here you can see the second line, public class hello world. So what is this public? I'll tell you. And this class is nothing but the class followed by the class name, like this package. Class followed by the class name. Sorry. So here you can see the public. This public is nothing but the access modifiers. So this public is nothing but the access modifiers. So there are 4 types of modifiers in Java. I'll explain you here. 4 types of access modifier. What are those? Are default. So default is nothing but the access modifiers, when you delete this public, it is a default. So defaultly it will have some values. This is what the default. So here, but it is public. So the default, what the default will do is it will just, okay, it can be used within the package. The whatever the class it is, it can be used within the package. That is this package, day one package. Okay, this is what the default means. And public. So the second type is the public. And here the public is nothing but it can be used within the class or can also use outside the class. When we give the public, this class can be used within this class or outside this class, and as well as within this package, that is day one package, or even outside this package. So this is what the public means. And the third type is private. So what is private? In the sense, private can be accessed only inside the class. Only inside the class it will be accessed and not outside the class. So when I create like this private class, right, it will create because it is a private class, and this class, that is this class, right, is only valid within this, and it can't be retrieved here or in any other package. So we can use this private class only within the class only. That when I give something here, when some methods, it will just run in that. When I call here, it will throw me an error. So this is what this private means. It will just work within that particular class. So, and the fourth type is protected. So what protected means is it will works inside the package and also outside the package. So this protected, when I give protected, it can be used in day one also, in day two also it can be used. So this is what the protected means. So these are the four types of access modifiers. So hope you understand why this public is coming here. And now the same here, this is also some type of access modifier, and the main method should always public. And here you can see some this also. So here the static, coming to the static. So static is nothing but a common thing, that is constant thing. Common, whenever there is a static, which means it is common for all the classes. It is common for all classes. So this is what the static means. Okay, now coming to the void. So void is nothing but it does not return any value. So this is the meaning of the void. Void is nothing but it does not return any value, but it will just print a statement within it. Whenever I give a statement inside this, it will just show me that statement. But when I try to return any type of value, it won't return me because I am using void here. It does not return any value, or you can say return any data type, and just print the statement. So this is what the void will do. Here you can see this main, and this is the main method. This is your main method. Always your method is followed by this braces. So here you can see, and so inside the main method you will be having string args. So what is this string args? String is nothing but the data type, right? So it's followed by this brackets. So what this bracket means is it is an array of string. Then this args is nothing but the name of the array. Whenever you declare a variable, you have to declare the name of the variable, right? So like that you are using args. Args is nothing but the arguments. So why we are using this is this will, that is this string args will store the command line arguments. Whenever a value is passing in runtime, this values, that is those values will be saved into this string args. So that's why we are using this string args. It will just, wait, I'll write here. It will just store your runtime value, or you can say arguments which are passing in runtime. So this is what your the meaning of the string args. So now I hope you understand everything. Now I'll tell you how to print your statement. So for that I'm using the statement system.out.println. So I'm typing here hi. You can see here it is showing me an error here because we have to end every statement with a semicolon. So now the error is gone. Now I'll tell you the meaning of this line also. Before that I'll execute this. So here you can see the hi. Whenever I change this hello, it will show me this hello. So your string value must also enclosed within this double quotes. You can see here double quotes. With your string value should always within this double quotes. So here you can see system.out.println. So when I'm also giving another line. Okay. Welcome to. So I'm going to run this. So here you can see that hello is printed in the first line and welcome to Trendy Education is printed in second line. So if you want both in the same line, you can give it as print. So what this print will do is it will print everything in a single line, but there is no space. So I'm going to give a space here. So here you can see hello, welcome to Trendy Education. So this print, what it will do is it will just print the statement. But this print line, what it will do is it will print the statement and move on to the next line. So this is what the print ln will do, and print will just print the statement. Hope you understand till this. Now I'll explain you this system.out.out. So what is this system? So this system, I'll tell you here. What this system will do is it will just help you to get the standard input value and output value. It's a class. Okay, it is a final class. What it will do is it will help you to get the standard input and also display your standard output and output. So this is what the work of the system. And coming to the out indicates that it is an output. When we give as in, it indicates that it's an input. So this is what, and print ln. So as we know, print ln is nothing but the print stream class we are going to use. This print and print ln is a method we are using from the class print stream. So hope you understand this. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you want me to explain any videos or if you have any doubts in this video, then ask me in the comment section, and yeah,